So, something in regards to personal and spiritual growth, as well as the process of healing, is there's this idea that it's like a potential quick fix, right? And it's just not true. There's no accuracy behind that. The way that the evolution of an individual works is day by day over the long term, right? When we are in the earlier years of our lives, we're being conditioned in a very specific way. And that conditioning, it kind of, not kind of, it concretes, it hardwires beliefs and behaviors and thoughts and feelings into our being. And that's the way that that works. So, I'm actually reapproaching all these ideas that I see on social media of, change your life and in 2023, or, do this for 9 days, or like, do like whatever it is. I'm not naming any names. I'm not calling anybody out. I'm just simply looking at how a human being works, how psychology works. And I'm wondering how accurate this stuff is. Because now I believe that we have the capacity to influence change in our lives more rapidly than less. I do believe that. Through different things, right? If consider it this way. If you wake up on a day-to-day basis and what you're channeling through your body is low energy emotions, right? And it's just default. You're not even choosing it. You are choosing it because you're choosing it whether you realize it or not. But it's just default. It's just there. It's just depression. It's just anxiety over and over and over and over again. You're hardwiring that into your being, right? But when you consciously turn around and choose elevated emotions, I thoroughly believe in this stuff. Um, when you choose elevated emotions on a day-to-day basis, when you change and choose, right, choose differently, emotions that you would not normally feel, and you do that consistently, you're going to change your being. You're going to change your energy. That's all going to change. But what I do see out there is a lot of just kind of like people saying, do this for a certain amount of days and it will change your life. The thing is, when I look at this kind of stuff, um, I look at psychology. I look at how a human being grows, how a human being evolves, how a human being is influenced by the people in his or her life, by the things in his or her environment, and how that affects the person. I think that what a lot of people are looking for um, is a quick fix, right? But quick fixes are just, it's kind of like candy, right? Like you want to you want to feel good, do the instant thing. It's probably not going to get you there, but it's going to feel good, right? Um, Again, in terms of psychology, day after 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 day, you know, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, decades. Like when a human being comes to a point in his or her life when that person has experienced multiple events over the course of decades, those events have hardwired specific thoughts, feelings, behaviors, belief systems, everything um, into their being, into their life. To go in and then enact change on that, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in a week. It's not going to happen in a month, probably. I mean, I do believe in, if you go at it hard and bring it into everything, you might have to exhaust yourself, and that's okay. Us humans, we have the capacity to really go above and beyond. I believe in that. But with everything that I've learned about, my own process, my own journey of, personal and spiritual development and healing, being in therapy and everything, I've realized that there are a lot of perceived quick fixes out there that are just not accurate, right? Um, and I see it and I wonder how real it is. And then I go into therapy and it's just like, I guess, a reaffirmation that it's like, I don't know exactly how accurate that is, right? Because, like, when you look at the process of, growth, the process of personal and spiritual growth, of healing and everything, to heal, let's look at the experience or the process of healing, right? To heal is to experience the opposite of what you previously experienced. And say, for instance, if you go into it one time, right, you sit by yourself and you just feel the heck out of what you need to feel, right? Maybe you scream, maybe you cry, whatever it is. That's just one time. That might have some influence, but that's not going to change your life forever, right? And that in and of itself requires a lot of fucking energy. It requires the capacity to sit with and by yourself, be by yourself, and just explore whatever the fuck you're thinking and feeling. Sitting with yourself, right? I agree with a lot of what is out there, a lot of the material out there. If you install new hardware into your being every single fucking day, consciously making the time for it every single fucking day, yeah, you will change. But these quick fixes that I see out there that I'm going to label as quick fixes because I'm not sure how accurate they are, they raise an eyebrow on me, I'll tell you that right now. Change is possible, 100%. You gotta want it. It cannot be forced. And you've got to have patience with the process. That's just the way that it is. If you are not ready for it, it's not going to happen. But it's also not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in a week. It's not going to happen in that duration of time. Again, yes, you can go hard at it, but it's going to take time as well. And people want the quick fix, and I kind of feel like that's also like, yes, I'm finally gonna... No, you're not gonna finally fucking get it. You need to sit with the shit. You need to fucking feel. You need to think. You need to process. You need to fucking chew on shit. You need to, chew on the fucking emotions. You need to allow yourself to feel. You need to not distract yourself. You need to not be overstimulated. You need to be by your fucking self and vomit the fuck out of whatever the fuck is inside of you. And then maybe you need to fucking swallow it up again, as disgusting as that is, but then fucking vomit up, just like, healing is a wild fucking process. And there are a lot of quick fixes out there that will not do shit for you because it takes time, it takes patience, it takes consistency, it takes just everything. You can't put a Band-Aid over any of it and expect it to just go away, right? It's just the way that it is. So I just wanted to make a video about that because I thought that was a very interesting thing to explore. I see it fucking everywhere, and it's like, all right, how accurate are you? I do agree that there is so much psychology backed in it, but what I disagree is the duration of time of which it takes to get there. Healing takes time. Changing your life takes time. It takes patience. It takes energy. It takes you actually sitting yourself the fuck down and being present with whatever the fuck is there and not getting the fuck up until you've processed. If you like what I talk about on here, please go to my profile here on YouTube and click on the link which takes you to my website, chrisbanish.com. On my website, you can find my podcast. My podcast airs every Sunday at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I talk about much of the same things on there. Thank you so much for tuning in.